Substituting Z1 and Z2, W1 and W2 into the equations that we have for this part of the question, we're going to get these two equations. And this is going to be a perpendicular bisector. This will also be a perpendicular bisector. Let's take a look at this first. It is probably the easier one to draw. It is a perpendicular bisector between 2 points, minus 2, 2. So it is this point. And 2 minus 2. It is this point. Because it is 2 and 2. 2 and 2. That is why if I were to join a line, if I were to draw a line to join these 2 points together, that line is going to be a line that is pi over 4 with respect to the vertical axis, and this line got to pass through the origin. And that is also why the perpendicular bisector, which is pi over 2 to this line, is going to make an angle of pi over 4 with respect to the horizontal axis. How about this? To look at this, of course, it is a perpendicular bisector, of these 2 points. One is minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1, minus 1 is going to definitely fall on the first locus because this locus is pi over 4 with respect to the horizontal axis. So minus 1 is going to be a point that is on here. But minus 3, 1. First of all, if I were to look at the x coordinate, minus 3 is going to be minus 1 minus 2, and 1 is going to be minus 1 plus 2. So it is going to go for 2 and 2, and that is why the angle that this makes with the horizontal axis is going to be pi over 4. And that is also why the perpendicular bisector, because here is 2, 2, so the perpendicular bisector is going to pass through exactly this point where this line here cuts the horizontal axis. And once again, because this angle here, like what we have discussed, it is a pi over 4. That is why this is also going to make an angle of pi over 4 with respect to the horizontal axis. And that is why our two loci that we have gotten are two lines that are making an angle of pi over 4 with respect to the horizontal axis.